So I'm here at Bodies in Motion. Here is the warped wall.
On this episode, I'm going to take you through my 3-week training program. Don't forget about part 1 that showed you the challenge and part 3 that shows you the results.
Wish me luck.
Hi, Duncan. Thanks for meeting with me today. I'm really excited. So my Boise challenge is going to be the warped wall, which is 14 feet?
14 feet.
14 feet. So I'm going to work with Duncan over the next 30 days. I'm going to train as best I can, and the goal is to get to the top. Okay?
All right.
Yep. So in terms of goals, I did want to challenge myself today to see if I could just grab or touch the lowest red bar.
Yeah.
By the end of the first week, I'd for sure like not to be afraid of it. I'd like to, if when I'm running up to it, I'm fully committed to grab whatever I can reach. Mm-hmm. And of course, by the end of the 30 days, I'd like to be on top.
Okay.
What do you recommend, though, based on your experience?
Let's see after this first day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See how far off you are from the top, and then we can start setting some goals.
Now, what do you think in terms of shoes? I know you said sticky is better. So
Yeah.
these are.
Just here, we'll go through a warm up, and then I'll let you know if your feet are sliding too much. Then I'll probably have you switch shoes.
Okay.
So, all right. So the first thing I'm going to have you do, if you wouldn't mind stepping aside there. So we're just going to run up just to get a feel for how much speed the wall will generate for us. So we're just going to go up, turn around, and come down. Just like that, just so we're not afraid of that wall. Just a little bit up, turn around, and right, that's what I mean. So do that a few times. There we go. Plus, this is a good part of your warm-up as well. Good. Go just a touch higher. Perfect. Good. Say a couple more times.
Although I am trying desperately not to be, you can definitely tell that I'm completely freaked out by this wall and going any higher.
All right. Looking much better the last time, or the last couple times. But the first time you notice, you start accelerating pretty quickly. Yeah. So imagine when you run all the way up and you have a lot of speed coming down. Okay. This time we're just going to run up and then do a little jump, but we're going to face the wall the whole time. Okay. A little hop, but then just keep your hands and feet against the wall until you're comfortably down and you can turn around. Okay. There we go.
I'll jump more this time.
That's all right, just like that.
At least I can laugh at myself, and that's without seeing the video. Imagine how I feel now. Ooh, it's that committing to that jump is.
Yeah, so now one thing you'll notice, you start getting more comfortable going this way, and you're going to start getting higher and higher. And then if you start taking more steps backwards and you get into that habit, you're going to start backtracking a lot, and then you'll eventually topple over. So just let your feet stay and then slide down until you're comfortable. Or do your jump, and then you can turn around and run back down. Okay. So whichever one feels more natural, or try both. There we go. You want to try turning and running this time? Okay.
I like the slide down.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping much though. I feel like I'm still just running up it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So the other thing is, I'm also not running, I'm not charging the wall very fast. It's more of a gentle run. And then once I hit the wall, that's where I put my effort. So I want to rocket up the wall. So I'll show one more time. Good. The way your shoes sound, they're squeaking like a basketball shoe. That's good.
Okay.
When they don't stick, then it's just all sliding down.
Oh, so close. Yeah. At least to touching it. I felt like I was close to touching it.
Are you trying?
To touch it?
Yeah. I mean, like you're committing to it?
Huh. I thought so. Maybe not.
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't known you very long, but the effort seems almost like the warm-up. I think you've got more inside you.
To drive run?
Yeah. And you're just looking up at that rung. Like when you're running, eyes are on that rung. If you're looking anywhere else, forget about it. You've got to have your eye on the goal, which is that bottom rung, and just be committed to grabbing it.
Okay.
So drive. Good. And push and get it. There you go. Good. All right. You touched it. So did you feel it?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. So you're about halfway on that rung. Your fingers are like where that screw is. You're just above the tape. You know, in the beginning, maybe your jump isn't as good. Then you warm up and then you've got this peak. I mean, you're just on fire. But then towards the end, you just don't have the height no matter how much you want it. Same thing with this. Your fast twitch fibers are the ones that are going to get diminished the quickest. And we get determined, our brain is like, I want to go, and then it's like you're getting lower and lower because you need to let your muscles rest. Yeah. And then you get back up to it, and then you'll be able to get there again. But it's a diminishing return. And then that's when you could just work it out. Like you're not trying to get to the rung anymore. You're just making a workout out of it. Just running up, commit to doing like 15, 20, just running, just jumping, coming back down.
I'm glad I at least touched it, but I think a huge difference was right after you talked to me about really looking at it and not looking anywhere else. I did that, and that's when I touched it.
Yeah.
And I think the 2 times after that, I think I was looking somewhere where I was stepping. So I feel like I did it once, and then that was what I was missing, was just, which maybe is what you mean by really commit, because you're looking at it. Mm-hmm. And just trusting that your feet are going to hit the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and oftentimes when we run up the wall, we're just kind of expecting to grab it, but we're not really committing our hands. Like we're just going through the motion, but it's weird. When you've done the warp wall, you really understand what it means to commit to that goal. And your hand, it's like there's no other alternative but to extend those arms and grab it. And when I see people that don't really commit, I see their shoulders are back like this. The people that are giving it their all, the shoulders are way up like this. And I can tell their eyes are locked into that goal, and yeah. You could probably benefit from a little bit more run.
Oh, further back?
Yeah, maybe one more step back, yeah.
No, that was left foot first on the wall that time.
Oh, okay. It's good to experiment because you'll have one side that will be your dominant. Watch some. And I recommend watching like different angles, that way your brain can take it all in. Did you touch that time?
I did.
Okay, good.
So
So that time you went up, your first foot was here, then you went up higher on the wall. The ones before that, I feel like your feet were a little bit further back, and then this foot was lower on the wall. And so paying attention to certain things like that will help you, because some people, like they'll make their first step right here and then get 3. Some people will go way up high and get 2. You're 5'4", was that right?
yeah.
I think no matter what, you're probably going to have to get 3 steps on the wall, where I only get 2. I think. Oh, looks like you nailed it that
I was
time.
almost at the top. My fingertip was just over the top, just barely. Now that was mental because I didn't grab it. I didn't think I was going to get it, so I didn't grab it.
Oh, from here it looked like your fingers were high enough.
That's where that shoulder push you're talking about is really throwing yourself towards it. That's what I'm not doing yet.
Yeah. Oh, good job. Those are fingertips over it,
I
right?
grabbed it, I just didn't hold it.
Yeah, there might have been a little panic in there, like, what do I do with this?
That feels good though. That's good progress for the first day. That's good.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good.
Maybe another rest, and then now that your brain has felt it, your fingers have felt it, and it's not scary. There was no monster up there to bite your fingers. You can commit to it.
So what's the training like during the week? I'm assuming box jumps, probably good training.
I mean, if you had 6 months, like, we'll have people go on the show and they'll come in to get training. Like, obviously the longest period of time we have to work with somebody, the better. For 6 months, we would be incorporating box jumps, but when you do box jumps, you're going to destroy your muscles and you're not going to be ready to run up. You're going to need, because you're going to need to recover. You're only going to benefit from box jumps when you do like 3 or 4 cycles of them, where you destroy your muscles, you recover, you destroy them, recover, destroy, and now you're going to, by the time you've done that 4 times, now you'll have a noticeable change to your vertical. But over the course of 30 days, I don't think box jumps will.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe a little bit. But I would say doing this as a workout for 30 days will help you. And it's great that you're capturing it. You're going to have a way to measure your progress, your best one on 421. And then it'll be exciting to see.
So there's nothing else you think I could be doing? I mean, it makes sense, maybe here every other day, but on the opposite days, if I'm at the gym, anything?
Yeah, I can give you some exercises. I don't think they'll necessarily be box jumps, but there'll be a series of plyometric exercises. But maybe not done if you had a longer period of time to train. So we'll probably scale it back a little bit so that way you can keep working on your technique and driving, and it just doesn't diminish you a lot.
Yeah, where you
That
need
makes
recovery
sense.
days.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, because you don't have very many of them.
Right.
When you're running up, you want to get to that point where you're just cruising, and now you just have momentum on your side. So then when you put your foot on the accelerator, you can explode. You don't want to still be accelerating from back there. Like when you start right here, I'm accelerating. But if you're too close, you're still accelerating by the time you get here, which makes it harder to accelerate again.
Okay.
So you want to be far enough back that you've reached your cruising speed. So now you can step on the gas right there. So that just takes practice, figuring out what distance just feels the best.
Okay.
Whew. Yeah! There you go.
That was
Nice work.
close. I had 8 fingers on it.
Yep. Just a fraction of an inch more, get those fingers over, or you just lock it in. Just make those fingers stick. I don't know which one was it. Like, did you not have enough fingers over the edge, or did your fingers just release it because it panicked? So what I say, once you're done, now we make a workout out of it. So you can do like 10 in a row, just working on that jump. And you can actually try and touch, going up as high as you can, and then do like 3 sets of 10, and then come down, and then I'll show you some other exercises to do.
Okay. Now what about upper body? Because we've talked about not burning out my leg muscles. What about the upper body that I'm going to need to get up on the top of the platform? Is that something I could be working on the opposite days I'm not on the wall?
Yeah, of course.
Because I do think about that, having to haul my body weight up on top, and I wonder if I could be doing some arm type upper body strength on the opposite days.
Holy cow, that was good. Okay, so you might be onto something with that new starting point. There is good that comes from it. I mean, from every single one that you do, your brain is logging it.
Yeah.
So it's all positive. And the ones that you're committing to, in addition to your brain logging it, your muscles are getting adaptive to the placement on the wall. And so it's all good.
I feel good about today. I mean, I would have loved to come in and grabbed it on the first try and impress you, but given where I started, I feel pretty good about where I am at the end of day 1.
Yeah.
So
I can give you some exercises. So I would say, and I'll give you some upper body ones, before you leave, you should burn it out. I would do like 3 sets of 10 with a good break in between. I would make the emphasis on just exercise. So you're just going up, jumping, and just getting really smooth at it. You're not just exercising your muscles, but you're exercising your brain, helping to reinforce how you're stepping and getting more comfortable. Because the less your brain needs to focus on foot placement, the more it can focus on committing the shoulders and the arms to reaching.
I achieved all the goals I set out for day 1, including grabbing the 10-foot bar. Unfortunately, it wasn't on camera. I just finished a great workout at the gym. And as I was working out, I found myself thinking how amazing it is that I reached my goal of being fit at the time I retired from my career. If you had known me when I was young, you wouldn't have thought I would have reached that goal. I was 180 pounds of pure fat, no muscle, when I was 12 years old. Thankfully, my mom put me in Weight Watchers, which gave me an opportunity to learn about healthy eating and fitness. And it would be 30 plus years later when I would find Noom and start working on the psychological reasons I was overeating. And then only a couple years ago, GLP-1s came out, which turned off all the food noise. So it's been a lifelong journey, but it's been a lifelong goal of mine to retire fit enough to chase life. And I am so excited that I made it. As I always say, extraordinary is closer than you think, and this is definitely extraordinary for me. So as I was walking through the gym, I saw this quote, and I thought it was so inspiring, I wanted to share it with you. So let's get some comments going. Does this quote resonate with you? What do you think? And or do you have a quote or a saying or an expression that inspires you? And if you do, share it with us. By the end of the first week, I had been to Bodies in Motion 3 times, every other day, so 3 times working on the work wall. And by the end of the week, I was able to consistently grab the bottom red bar, which is the 10-foot bar. Duncan also gave me some other exercises to do. These work on your core, and they are hanging leg raises. So 3 sets of 10. The goal of these leg jumps is to start getting my fast twitch muscles going. So 3 sets of 10, 10 jumps with the left hand, 10 jumps with the right hand, times 3 sets. These are a little bit embarrassing to show you because they felt a lot more athletic and cool when I was doing them than they look on the video. But these are plyometric exercises, again, trying to get my fast twitch muscles to start the explosive movement. On the days I wasn't working on the worked wall, I went to a gym called Vertical View to work on upper body strength. These are called assisted pull-ups. Now I didn't video my first ones, but initially it was just straight pull-ups. Later on I'll explain why I added the arm hang and the concentric movement of lowering slowly. If you're at a gym that doesn't have a machine to help you do assisted pull-ups, you're going to want to use these resistance bands. Now they come in different thicknesses. The thicker the band, the more help it's going to give you on the pull-up or whatever exercise you're doing. So I'd started with the black, and over the course of the weeks, I was able to do assisted pull-ups with the thin blue. Now this is the point, it's the last week of my training where I add the arm hang at the top and then the concentric move of trying to lower myself down as slowly as I can. I included some links to some YouTube videos that do a fantastic job showing you how to put the band on the bar to use it vertically like I was, or a horizontal way. These are laying down leg raises, so again, working on the core. I did 3 sets of 10, and after the 10, I would hold it for a minute, times 3 sets. And then I did these push-ups, a little bit like an assisted push-up because I'm not in a full plank position, so 3 sets of 10. And then actual planks, 1 minute each, times 3. The planks also work on your core, and then these are tricep dips. So you can tell I'm working on my shoulders, my back, my core, my triceps. These are a slow version of mountain climbers. So again, working on my core, bringing my knee to touch my elbow, 3 sets of 10. On this day, I use a towel and some water to try to wipe off the bottoms of my shoes, make them a little more sticky to help me get up the wall. This is the end of the second week of training, and if you can see it, I'm now wearing an ankle brace on my left ankle. Sliding down the wall has been creating a lot of tension on the ligaments around my ankle, so my left ankle is pretty sore, and it's really starting to impact my ability to make progress. You can also see in these attempts, I still don't have the upper body strength to pull myself up once I grab the 10-foot bar. That one looked effortless, didn't it? Like my body's finally starting to get it.
That was the best one so far.
In week 2, I added these exercises, again, just trying to get my fast twitch muscles to start understanding I need you to stomp down on the foot and launch up with your arms in the air. So 3 sets of 10 on each leg. These are the last couple jumps on my last training day of the second week. And at this point, my left ankle is hurting so badly that I know I'm gonna have to take the following week off of working on the wall. So after talking to Duncan, my plan becomes 100% focus on the upper body.
You just don't have the upper body strength.
So by the third week, I had moved myself down to the thinner resistance band, the light blue one, and I'm sorry I didn't film it that day, but 3 sets of 10, pulling myself up, holding for 10 seconds at the top, and then lowering down as slowly as I can. So I get the benefit of the concentric move as well. I really think this exercise had the most impact on my training. Check out the links in the description to see how to set up the resistance band. You can do it vertically from the pull-up bar like I am, or there's also a way that you can run the resistance band horizontally and stand on it, which some people prefer. Also in the third week of my training, I started doing these, which I called the bat hangs. And the goal was to get my body familiar with what is it like when your foot is up next to your hands and you're pulling up with everything you got. I was able to build enough strength to work my way up the back of these stairs and back down the back of the stairs. April 21st to May 12th, exactly 3 weeks of training. Okay, training over. Today is challenge day, so I'm on my way to Bodies in Motion. Wish me luck. You'll have to stay tuned for part 3 to see how I did. I'll see you there.
Let's keep chasing extraordinary together. See you next time.